Okay, so I have the money. I have the money. I was gonna buy the pants from Kuno. And now I'll do this too.
Fuck does Kuno care? Here, pig. We've fallen now. Performance buddies.
Kuno unzips his jacket again and pulls the pants out of the plastic wrapping. Okay.
Kuno could already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt.
He looks at you with pride.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Kuno's crazy. Kuno is crazy. Oh, they look horrible. They're giving me some good buffs though. Let's get the lowdown if she's here. I guess not.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
I got the 20 real.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
I won't be able to keep paying this guy, that's for sure.
How could anyone forget, asshole? Take it easy on him. Deep down, he really hates being the guy who has to remind you.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Leave. There's a way. I think it's map, right? Perception, heroic. Shelf of crime novels. If it's white, it means I haven't done it yet. Whoa. Calm down. There's nothing I can really do. That's fine, that's fine. This is the bookshop. This is that guy's junk shop. And this is the bridge we need to cross over and a whole new game opens up. Jeez. Oh, we need to talk to the people around here. Now I remember. Let's go back outside. So we're going to see if we can talk to... this dude, he's gone. Alright. Okay. Let's get the new day going. See you in the morning. Oh. Give me that. Alright, let's go get let's go take those armored leggings off the dead body. Kim won't be happy.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly. The body is reluctant to let go of the boots, as though it were its last bit of dignity. You're going to need to summon all your strength for this undertaking. Whatever you're planning to do, you need to do it before you catch pneumonia in the cold draft coming from deep inside the fridge.
Pull on the right boot.
It's not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the putrid polymer sock beneath the boot.
Pull on the left boot.
It feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you're able to get the boot to move a centimeter or two. Just relax. This is easy. This is happening. See? The corpse doesn't care if you try to take his boots. He doesn't need them. He's probably glad to get rid of them.
Adjust his seating position first. Try to twist the boots off one by one. Adjust his seating position first.
He's too heavy to move by yourself. A great mass of dead muscles, with hoarfrost covering his milky eyes. Is that an accusatory glance he gave you? No. No, he's cool. This is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually the boots come off, with nasty slices of polymer sock stuck to even bigger pieces of skin and rotting flesh.
Take stock of the damage.
Not good. Let's pin this on the bear. The ice bear tore up his legs with its claws. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with them until you've cleaned and disinfected them thoroughly. Yes, these absolutely need to be washed before. The stink is incredible. Didn't the Whirling have a kitchen?
Ooh, I think we got one in my bedroom though. A sink. Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
At the autopsy, you said you have ancient mysteries.
Oh yes, Gobo mi Lobo. In the gift horse's mouth. Tracts and wakes and waterways. Ancient materials buried.
Yeah, but to where, brother?
Just a small gulp away, my beloved Gobo. A small gulp away.
How do you like it in the fridge?
I like it a lot, brother. This really is your finest hour. You're a genius. A regular Gobo. Michelangelo. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Okay, let's take a look at this. Sickle Fairweather T500 boots with rotten flesh. Use the interact button in inventory to inspect them. Don't smell these boots. Better yet, don't even think about them. Unless it's to think about how you're going to get them clean, that is. For now, they're unsellable, unwearable, and just downright disgusting.
These boots were probably left on the corpse because they were impossible to pull off while it was hanging. They're not exactly pleasant to look at right now, much less smell.
Look inside the boots.
Still, just pieces of sock and rotten cadaver.
Look the boots over carefully.
Graceful whirls cover the boot's glossy surface. These will be gorgeous once you get them clean.
Look at the soles of the boots.
Fairweather T500 VE is imprinted under each heel.
Put the boots away. How am I gonna get these clean? Gonna see if I can clean them in my room first. Nope.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Let the mirror be for now. Okay. Let's go to the kitchen. Well,
The door is closed. Still nothing. You should punch a fucking hole in it. You hear the murmur of blood in your ears.
gotta keep trying.
This industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostel guests. There are several pots and pans on hand. Getting the corpse residue out of these boots is going to require patience, and also a huge pot full of boiling water, soap, and white vinegar.
Okay, check out the cookware.
A commercial pot draws your attention. It's very large, gigantic even. It could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city, and also to boil a putrid pair of death boots.
I'm gonna boil them here, that's crazy. Check out the cleaning supplies.
There is a variety of soaps and bleaches in the cabinet to the left of the stove. There is also a bottle of white vinegar in the cabinet next to the fridge. This is gonna take the hard stuff too. Use as much as you can.
Soap. That's exactly what I need. Pour lots of dish soap into the pot. The boots are really disgusting. Pour some dish soap and the bottle of white vinegar into the pot.
The delicious smells of cheap soap and vinegar waft up from the pot. All right now, chef. Light up the stove and boil them.
Oh my god. Add water and the boots to the pot. Bring it all to a nice boil.
The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil.
Wait.
Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the bubbling surface.
Oh, wait, some more.
The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked. You can smell it too, just like beef stew.
A little more.
That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to get. Steam, dense with the smell of strange meat, disappears into the vent above the stove.
Oh, nice. Dump the sock and flesh stew and examine your new boots.
A pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect.
Master Chef out.
The precarious world. How not to lose? It is impossible not to. The world is balanced on the edge of a knife. It's a game of frayed nerves. You're pushed on by numbers and punitive measures, pain, rejection, and unpaid bills. You can either play, or you can crawl under a boat and waste away, turn into salt, or a flock of seagulls. Your enemies would love that. Or you can fight. The only way to load the dice is to keep on fighting.
Critical success and failure thresholds lowered by 1. That's universally really good, I think. What is this? Okay, can I wear the gear? Ooh. Authority 2. I wonder how much they sell for though. Oh, he doesn't want to buy clothes, that guy. Cool. These greaves are light as feathers and just a tad too big for you. But don't let that bother you. With these on, you look like some kind of future warrior, and they'll keep you safe if you accidentally shoot yourself in the foot. So worth it. I gotta put these on when I talk to my guy, the hardy boy. What else does authority? Ooh. I have no points in there. Cargo container rhetoric. That's up here. Oh, it stayed. So if I put a point in it. Okay. We learning. I know I want to do empathy for the guy at the current quest that I'm on. I wonder if I put these boots on, will I be able to kick stuff?
You look down at the white ceramic sabatons hugging your arches and calves, surprised at how well they fit.
I will be responsible with this. This is just to protect me from harm, not to show off. Decked out in future armor like a cop ought to be.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you.
Yeah, I want the full suit. This gear could line my pockets with cash. I could probably sell it to some other cops. This is the long sought after enemy technology. I can't just enjoy it. I must study it. I want the full suit.
It may be a while before you have all the pieces. In the meantime, you should analyze the armor. Figure out its vulnerabilities.
Vulnerabilities?
Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it. Observe its properties. See if there's a weakness in the design. For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material. You see a heavy steel door.
Okay. Kim is gonna... There's a chance that he... Oh shit, it's like... Nighttime has got everyone leaving. I gotta get... I think the loading screen said I gotta get to bed by 2. Which we'll do. We'll just run around quickly to see if there's any new peeps.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap your fingers in front of her face.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality.
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
Are you alright, ma'am? You were out. It's probably what I'm gonna say. I was actually hoping you could tell me that. Me, I am the law around here. Let's say to you.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
She sighs. She adds with contempt. Wait, what's so bad about the 50s? Where else would you be then? When else would you be then? Let's say when.
Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Goyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero.
The smile returns to her face.
Until you came along, that is.
Oh, she knows me. The look she gives you is accusatory. The music here is nice. Who's Gabriel Buendero? So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young. Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the mine behind the Black Sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow, and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Meth, it was a golden age.
Who is Gabrielle?
This is Gabriel Buendero.
She shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame. Take a look.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen. This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she's conjured up. So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young.
Someone was.
She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. Someone? Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
She gets gruff suddenly.
They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She looks around.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Right, I have some other questions for you. Police questions. Proceed.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
Before I came, you seemed away. I think I can do all of these, right? What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Diamonds, really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
She says, grinning. Okay, but what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
She shrugs. So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She smiles, a careless smile.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Wait, you get high off driving a lorry? What if the cargo is contraband? I guess that makes sense. No, what if the cargo is contraband?
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Han Hermenegildo.
Han Hermenegildo. I still don't know. No, I still don't really understand this whole Boyadero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
Boyadero. Oh, am I getting lyrics here? Okay, what's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I'm guessing that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
So he gives up his riding and settles down, right? Let's say that.
No. The Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Maigret. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
Oh. That's not where I thought that was going. Not solemnly a beautiful song. That's a terrible song.
You have to understand. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a Boyadero.
Boyadero.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Before I came, you seemed away.
What do you mean?
You were in a dream, inactive, tuned off, blacked out. Should you be driving a lorry if you get like that? You were in a dream.
Yes? What about it?
Should you drive?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will.
What routes?
Lomonosov's Land, Udachnaya Zemlya, Western Plain.
She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
The Transcatalia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas do Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly.
She opens her eyes again and shudders. I'm something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself. This should be reported to the proper authorities. Cool right until you're dust, sister. Let's say that.
Irmao. I already am dust.
Show me the soles of your boots.
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff?
It's for important police business, ma'am. Please help me out here. It's important. Let's...
Please? I think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are not Gabriel. Gabriel doesn't say please.
Oh, what the fuck?
She's wearing sturdy worker's boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Now the other one, please.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
There is no aberration in the pattern that you can see. She puts her foot down.
Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this.
Wait, what do you mean it was the coronation of Franco Negro?
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in Ryle. The crowd had gone silent. Perhaps it was another Jerife who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember.
As she says carnival, she gestures to the empty square with the statue and the machines.
These are not the boots I was looking for.
The feet of a little girl. They fit well on the pedals.
You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, lowman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary. No drugs can compare.
The adversary?
Yes. There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
She gestures to the intersection.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest. I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
That's not really what I was getting at. Where could I get my hands on an experience like that?
If you don't know,
She flicks her wrist in a gesture of casual dismissal. What is it?
you're man, lowman.
Ah! Damn. Okay, let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
Her shoulder bones crack as she shrugs. You said earlier you don't know what cargo you're hauling. Could it be drugs?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat, and the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Loman?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking you.
It's diamonds, Loman, obviously.
She grins.
Damn this. Make her answer.
Are you making fun of me right now? You better start complying. I didn't ask you about diamonds, did I? I don't care about that. If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
She squints across the square.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
I didn't ask about diamonds.
Diamonds are good for you, Loman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras.
Are you making fun of me right now?
I would never make fun of a real Loman, Herifia.
Okay, if you're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting here?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
Thank you for now.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Meski.
The voice trails off. Okay. I wonder if there's anywhere else worth going. I can think of one place. No one's here. Da, da, da. Okay, let's check here. Da, 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 da. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. What shoes? Oh, these shoes. Man, still sleeping.
You hear someone walking around.
Our lady's gone. Waves crashing in the darkness. Just gonna check everywhere real quick.
This door is made of metal and appears to be...
Ah, doesn't let me in no more. That's cool.
Trying to sneak up on me again? Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
Where was I gonna go? I was gonna see the dialogue over here. On this.
The trash container stands in the spring snow. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Time for bed. No
The container
way.
sounds a muffled gong.
We might do that. We'll stay up one night, like the whole night, just doing random stuff, and then maybe the next night we'll stay in the garbage. I feel it's gonna debuff me so hard though. Let's double check outside here. Nothing. Nothing.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Go to sleep.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
I'm sorry, cells. It's all me. It's my fault. It's all the system's fault. The system failed me. This body is worthless anyway. No one does anything nice to it. It's the system's fault.
Yes, your body is a system, and it's failing you because you're failing it.
These are my just deserts. I will endure this pain with dignity. I thought I was on the express to the silence. I am an artist, and liver damage is my art. I think I need medical attention. Let's say the second one.
Now you've gone off the rails, baby. Now you're stuck sitting here by the tracks, admiring the wreck around you. You just can't help it. looking at yourself. The sum total of your accomplishments. You're just stuck here in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Just get me out of here then. Back to the other place. I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them. Human beings will always betray you. Second one.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Some of them are. Some of them are nice. Others are scared. At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
This guy cannot get a good night's sleep. Ooh. Who is this?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
What was I trying to complete? Lena. Who's Lena? It's Lena I'm talking to, right? Yep. Let's say this. I really like to hear more about cryptids.
You know, to hell with it. Let's have more cryptids.
Of course, officers. Is there a particular cryptid you two are interested in learning about?
What's the biggest cryptid?
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
But Kim, don't you want to hear about another cryptid too? Right, okay, we can move on for now. It'd be dishonorable to re-hinge on the promise? What? What is that word?
Renege.
Renege. Go back on a promise, undertaking or contract. Renege. Okay. But Kim.
The lieutenant pauses thoughtfully. Something in him breaks.
Ah, fuck it. Let's have more cryptids.
Well, the biggest cryptid is, of course, the horrible giant of Coconur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
Wait, what do you mean strange light?
Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
And just how big is it?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Who here? No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
The lieutenant interjects.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Great. This is great shit. You need more.
What's the tiniest cryptid?
Cryobacter catlensis.
Cryobacter catlensis.
Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kotla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
What's so special about it?
The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history. Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study, no doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
Wait, she injected herself with it? You mean there is an immortal geologist wandering the world? I don't understand. Why would you prolong your life? Being alive is terrible. I intend to live forever too, as a symbol. She was preparing for the end times. She wanted to witness and record the twilight proceedings. Immortal bacteria, immortal geologist. That's too wild. I intend to live forever too.
Everything has a price, sweetie. After Mijanou treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
Are there any invisible cryptids? Didn't I say this before?
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them.
Shush, Kim. She's gonna tell me about the invisible cryptid. What is it?
It's the Col de Mamadakwa. Its name means thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Col de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
What does it, sound like?
Like nothing. It's such a high-pitched sound that us humans can't hear it, nor can other animals. It could be ringing right outside your window and you wouldn't even know it. Could be anywhere. Everywhere, even.
Fine, I'll bite. How can an animal be a sound?
The lieutenant looks at her skeptically.
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
Could it be here? Look around. Right now. What evidence is there of this animal being a sound? Why is the Mama Dukwa so afraid of us? What evidence is there?
Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 20s, a group of Areopagite ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds.
Just not eagerly.
The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest-pitched bat calls.
She transforms, when speaking about these strange animals, into a confident woman.
They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Col de Mama Dakwa, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent.
Wow. Wow.
They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them.
She smiles. Name them?
Sequester, Time, Joscan. Those are but some of the Mamadakwa they followed individually.
She nods. Could it be here? Look around.
It could be. As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives and nights.
She says calmly.
Maybe it's predatory.
What if it's predatory?
It's not. Don't worry. If it were predatory, we would have found it by the damage it inflicts.
I wouldn't be so sure. What if the damage is also invisible?
Why is the Mama Dakwa so afraid of us?
That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction.
Extinction?
They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mamadakwas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
This lady really should be a teacher. She's really good at the explaining things thing. You have no clue because you're not a dweeb.
They cancel each other out. They amplify each other. I don't know. Do I look like a dweeb? Hey. They cancel each other out.
Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population.
Great regret washes over her. A wending cloth.
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Koltamama Dakwa population anywhere.
Of course. A common thread in these. Disappearance and unfalsifiability. I like the story, though, man.
He concedes.
I'm glad you did, dear.
She seems genuinely glad. Interesting. What about...
What about what?
Conclude.
Of course, dear.
I don't know how to...
Oh, hello, dear. Just some field, but they should...
The water lock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Wait, who's this Gary person? Do you trust him?
Oh, sweetie. It's nothing like that.
She smiles.
Gary's as loyal as they come. I'd trust him with my husband's life any day. Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
Wouldn't you know it's blocked by a big butter billboard? It fell right into the water.
Oh, sweetie. If it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side...
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological...
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Alright, I don't know how to get more of the lowdown from her. So... Kim hasn't noticed my boots.
Was that? Could it be the Koldamama Dakwa? No, it's probably just your imagination ringing in your ear.
Is it? Is there a ringing? Listen more closely.
There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic. Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear.
Wait, Kim, do you hear a high-pitched noise? Listen closely first.
There it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species. Yeah, but how are you going to catch it?
Keep listening.
It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you. What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist. The only birds you should be looking for are healthy women of childbearing age.
Move your head towards the sound.
Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone. There is no ringing anymore. Just the sound of the streets.
Go then. Leave. Leave like everything else. Now come back, please. Listen more.
Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again.
Okay, so... We are going to talk to this guy.